a 21-year-old college student, considered himself logical and skeptical. 1960s and 1970s, Mercado Sonora became known for its spiritual section. Mercado Sonora is not good, not evil, it is human. It reflects our deepest desire. Most markets around the world sell food, clothes, and household items. But in Mexico City, there's a market where people come looking for something very different: hope, revenge, protection, and answers. This is Mercado Sonora. It's real. It's been around for decades, and millions of people pass through its aisles every year. Some leave smiling, some leave confused, and some leave scared. A few even claim they never truly left at all. Mercado Sonora, known as the witch market, carries a history and aura. Unlike any other, the market officially opened in 1957 as part of a government effort to organize street vendors. At first, it was just a normal market, selling vegetables, meat, flowers, toys, and household goods. But the land had hosted open-air markets called tianguis for hundreds of years, where people traded herbs, plants, animal parts, and spiritual items. These practices blended indigenous Mexican beliefs, African spiritual traditions, and Spanish Catholicism, forming the unique culture that still exists today. By the night, visitors could buy candles for love, wealth, or protection, powders and oils for luck or curses, herbs for healing, charms and amulets, and religious statues, tarot readings, and spiritual cleansings were offered. It was around this time that the market earned its nickname, Witch Market. During the day, the market is loud and chaotic. Vendors shout, music plays, and people squeeze through narrow aisles. The air smells of incense, burning candles, dried herbs, and raw meat. Bright colors fill every corner. But deeper inside, the atmosphere changes. The lighting grows dim, the crowd thins, and the spiritual section feels heavy. Many visitors report a pressure in their chest, dizziness, or the sensation of being watched. Even skeptics say it feels different, not friendly, not evil, just heavy. Luis. In 2017, he visited the market with two friends, treating it like a tourist attraction. They laughed at love spells and cursed powders, took photos, and joked about everything. In the spiritual section, an elderly woman called out to Luis, not loudly, not waving. She simply said his name. He froze. She looked into his eyes and said, "You carry heavy energy." Luis laughed nervously, insisting he didn't believe in such things. The woman leaned closer and said someone had wished him harm. His path was blocked, and accidents were coming. Curious, but skeptical, Luis bought a small protection candle and was instructed to burn it alone at night without any distractions. That night, he lit the candle in his bedroom. At first, nothing happened. At 3:07 a.m., he woke up, unable to move, feeling crushing pressure on his chest, and hearing whispering, not words, just breathy sounds. After several seconds, he could move again. He convinced himself it was sleep paralysis, but it happened again every night at the same time. 3 days later, his bathroom mirror cracked down the center, even though no one had touched it. Feeling watched, he returned to Mercado Sonora. The same woman told him, "You did not finish." She sold him herbs for a cleansing bath. After following her instructions, the nightmares stopped. Luis says he still doesn't know what really happened, but he no longer jokes about Mercado Sonora. Many visitors have shared similar stories. Some report sudden bad luck after buying items. Some report nightmares. Some report feeling followed. And some say objects bought at the market move or break on their own. Most experiences are subtle, quiet, and slow, which makes them even more unsettling. People continue visiting Mercado Sonora because they are desperate, heartbroken, sick, or scared. They want control over something they cannot control. Mercado Sonora offers hope, but hope always comes with a price. Mercado Sonora is not a haunted attraction or a movie set. It is a real place, used by real people. Whether you believe in magic or not, belief itself is powerful, and sometimes belief is enough. Maria was 34 years old, a single mother working 2 jobs and struggling to survive. She had recently been left by her partner of 8 years, who disappeared without explanation and stopped answering calls and messages. Maria heard about Mercado Sonora from a coworker who told her, "If you go to the right stall, they can bring love back." Maria did not believe in magic, but she believed in desperation. One Saturday afternoon, she went and found a stall filled with pink candles, heart-shaped charms, and bottles of red liquid. A woman in her late 40s asked Maria what she wanted. Maria started crying, and the woman listened quietly. Then she sighed, "We can try a return spell, but you must be ready for consequences." Maria agreed and paid for 1 red candle, 1 oil, and 1 small packet of powder. She was told to perform the ritual alone at midnight, which she did exactly as instructed. 2 days later, her ex called her, saying he missed her and didn't know why he left. Within a week, he moved back in. At first, Maria was happy, but something felt wrong. He became extremely jealous, refused to let Maria leave the house alone, and checked her phone constantly. He said things like, "If I can't have you, nobody will." Maria became scared and returned to Mercado Sonora, where the same vendor told her, "Love spells do not create love. They create attachment." Maria stopped using the candle and threw everything away. A month later, her ex left again. This time, Maria did not try to bring him back. She says Mercado Sonora taught her a painful lesson. Some things are better left broken. A man named Carlos shared his story on an online forum. Carlos owned a small shop. A former business partner cheated him and disappeared with money. Carlos felt angry, bitter, and helpless. He went to Mercado Sonora, asking for something to cause suffering. A vendor sold him a black candle and a small doll, and instructed him to write the man's name and place it inside the doll. 2 weeks later, Carlos learned the man had been hospitalized with severe internal bleeding and no clear medical cause. Carlos felt shocked and then guilty. He says he now believes intention itself is dangerous. Not all vendors encourage spells. Some openly warn customers. One longtime vendor said, "Most people don't know what they're asking for." Another side, people want miracles, but they don't want responsibility. Many vendors see themselves as spiritual helpers, not witches. They say the market is a tool. How it's used depends on the person. Psychologists say, belief can strongly affect the human mind. If a person believes they are cursed, they may begin noticing every bad event. If a person believes they are protected, they may feel calmer. Fear and expectation can shape experience. But even psychologists admit that not everything can be easily explained. Mercado Sonora sits at the intersection of culture, belief, fear, and hope. As long as humans suffer and want control, places like Mercado Sonora will exist. Mercado Sonora is not ghosts, our darkest thoughts, and our endless search for answers. Whether you believe in magic or not, every choice has a consequence, and sometimes you just don't see it right away.